Welcome to Forsyth County News Football Media Day, brought to you by Bryan Properties. I'm FC and Sports Editor Nicholas Sullivan, and joining me are the Fideles Christian Rangers and second-year head coach Rob Slaughter. Coach, I'll let you get us started by providing some opening remarks.
We're just really excited to get to year two in our program. Year one was about discovering, what our identity was as a team and what we're trying to accomplish on offense and defense. But we've got some unfinished business that we're ready to make sure we address.
All right, and it kind of dovetails perfectly into my first question. From an outside perspective, it certainly felt like there were strides made last year. How did you kind of assess that, and what are you hoping that you can maybe build on, going into year two?
It was real easy to sit here and think about the fact that we, doubled our win count from the previous year, but at the end of the day, we were still 4-6, and that's not the goal. The goal is to win every game. Every time we step on the field, we expect to win. So the goal is to go out and be competitive and win every game.
And first question for the players. After the program had undergone several coaching changes over the previous few seasons, there's now some continuity, some consistency. With Coach Slaughter being in year two, how does it feel to have some of that, and how excited are you to hopefully, like I said, kind of build off of his first year?
It feels great to have the same coach for another year, because then we don't have to be worried about what's going to happen. How is this going to play out? I'm very excited for this year because it's a brand new team, and
I didn't play last year, but I watched a lot of the games, and I could definitely see and heard from other people that the team had made significant strides. And so I'm just excited to be able to contribute to this, and we'll see where it goes.
Well, I played for one season in middle school, and then he's been my coach ever since. And he grew up coaching me, or I grew up with him coaching me. And so I'm excited for this year, and I'm excited to see what we've got in us.
I'm excited for this year because we don't have to worry about we already know what our identity as a team is, and we don't have to relearn everything that we learned last year. So I'm just excited just to grow in the smaller details of our game plan, and
I would say I'm excited just because kind of the reason I came back was because of coach's reputation. With a new coach, you kind of have to start over. Your reputation kind of, refreshes. But, having the same coach 2 times in a row, it kind of builds reputation, among your players and also among teams. So I think that's really beneficial for us.
And, sticking with the players for this one, kind of mentioned a little bit there about sort of the identity and stuff. What do you feel like are some of the strengths of the team? What are some of the calling cards that you guys have?
I would say our cohesiveness and our sportsmanship. I'm proud to say are very good. I've experienced firsthand. Just this is a tight knit group here. It's very, very unique, especially with this new coach. But
I just feel like we're a very physical and confident team that just plays the right way and without being reckless.
Yeah, I feel like last year, we were a lot more bronze. This year, we're a lot of speed, and we give a lot of effort. A lot of us were in the wrestling room, and that definitely improved our strength and really showed what we can do and proved hopefully the county what is to come.
I mean, Coach always says to us, we're Smash Mouth football team, and you can definitely see that during practices and stuff. Everybody just wants to. We want to hit it. We want to hit. I mean, we're playing football. And at the same time, like he said, speed. I had never played football, played a lot of other sports, and I was always used to being the fastest person out there, but I came in here and there's some people that can rival me, and it's awesome.
Yeah, I'd say our strength is definitely cohesiveness, since as a team we really build on each other after getting to know each other. And yeah, we are a smash mouth football team.
And say, Coach, for you, kind of piggybacking a little bit off what Jake said, you know, I think this was the first year for a Fideles wrestling program, you know, this past winter. How do you feel like that, you know, has helped your team?
It was evident from the very first moment of contact we had in the spring. You know, I had 15 football players that wrestled. We had the largest wrestling program in all of GAPS, and it was definitely apparent when it was time to hit. In the fall, I didn't really have to call the dogs off, so to speak. You know, in the very first day we hit in the spring, I had to cut the contact period short because they were so eager to get after it. When you wrestle, you learn a lot about, you know, your body weight and your balance and agility, and you learn how to use all of your body and not just, you know, pieces of it, because, you know, to wrestle you have to fight with everything you've got.
And for the players, you know, what are some of the games that you guys are looking forward to the most?
Well, I, for one, am definitely looking forward to a game with Horizon, our rival, and our first game, because I'm excited to see what we're going to give to them.
I played basketball and soccer for Fideles this year, and I cannot wait to run through some Pinecrest players.
Yeah, for me, it's definitely Horizon, Pinecrest, and Unity. Last year in Unity, I got a concussion, and I'm ready to bring it to them the same way they tried to do that with me. And Pinecrest, I definitely feel like there was unfinished business with that. We had a good game against them, and it fell apart in the second half. So,
Yeah, I'm just excited to play Horizon and Pinecrest. They're our biggest rivals, teams we dislike the most, and it's always the most fun games of the season, whether it's a win or a lose. Hopefully it's a win this year for both of them. And yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely say Horizon, simply because, I mean, we are definitely rivals, not even in football. I mean, pretty much every sport, you know, Horizon's always there rivaling us. Same with Pinecrest, but I feel like Horizon is definitely the number one.
And for Coach Wimberly, you know, kind of circling back a little bit to, you know, the wrestling question. Obviously, you know, as an O-line coach and stuff, you probably, you know, have seen firsthand, you know, how that's probably impacted the team. You know, how excited were you probably when they decided to have a wrestling team this past year, and then just being able to kind of see what that's done for you guys, and then hopefully just kind of a, you know, circular relationship moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was super excited for this program. Charlie Morris has a great program that he ran the kids through, and with Coach Slaughter helping coach, I kind of stepped back. I didn't wrestle in high school, so I didn't think I had give much to offer there. But I saw immediately in spring the kids that did, the confidence that they had, the drive, like everything was coming together and clicking so much better. Once these guys learn how to use their bodies that way, sky's the limits for any sport that they want to play, because wrestling is probably one of the best sports besides football.
And last question for the players. You know, in regards to individual or team-oriented goals, you know, what are some of the things you guys are hoping to achieve this year?
I would definitely say, you know, we want to get our wins up a lot more. Last year kind of showed us what we were capable of, because before that, you know, it was pretty dismal. But now I really think we have the potential, because that was just starting out. Now, you know, we have the foundation that we need. All we have to do is build. So I would say, yeah, getting our score up, that is the goal for me.
Yeah, I couldn't think of any personal goals, but as a team, just win some more, keep winning. And we lost a lot of seniors, but I don't think that'll actually affect us very much, because we have a lot of younger guys that can really help the team out.
Yeah, winning. We need to win. We have not had, you know, the best reputation with records in the year and stuff. Last year we had 4 wins, which I think tied for our second best season ever. I wanna break that this season, make playoffs, and show the league what the Fideles Rangers are.
I mean, just like all they said, we're trying to win games. I mean, we're out here to play and enjoy the game, of course, but winning feels good, and that's what we come here to do, and we're going to do it.
I second that, along with, yeah, I second that. I second that.
And just lastly, Coach, just kind of overall, heading into year 2 now, just what are you looking forward to the most?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to just building on what we created last year. Those seniors that left the program, they were instrumental in really helping us create an identity and to bridge the gap. We've got a very large sophomore class. The sophomore class, most of them wrestled, almost all of them wrestled. So we're excited what that training is going to do for them. We feel like they're juniors coming in, not sophomores, because of just how well they use their bodies and how comfortable they are. But for year 2, what we're so excited about is starting off game 1, not trying to figure out who we are. We had to figure out who we were as an offense last year, and it took until about the 5th or 6th game for us to really start getting into a groove. And Caleb, he hit the nail on the head. We're a smash mouth team. I want to also take a second to just thank Pinecrest for allowing us to rent their stadium for our home games, because without that, it would be very difficult for us to even have a football program. And we're also grateful for Horizon and Covenant within the county as well. They're rivals of ours, but at the same time, we're brothers in Christ as well. So we want to make sure we throw that out there.
Absolutely. Well, thank you again to the Fideles Christian Rangers and head coach Rob Slaughter for joining us at Forsyth County News Football Media Day, brought to you by Bryan Properties. Special thanks to our platinum sponsors, Andine Chevrolet, Los Rios Restaurant, and Los Rios Cantina, as well as a special shout out to Pop In for hosting us. I'm FCN Sports editor Nicholas Sullivan, and thank you for watching.